What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing out there? How is everybody tonight? This your boy Jose, Oakland Latinos United, tapping in. Hopefully, everybody had a good weekend. What's up, Cepeda? What's up, Richard? Shortcuts. Everybody else who's out there. Haven't done a live with Jay in a minute. Live with Jay number 70. Officially, my 70th live with Jay since I started the channel. And my live with Jays are always more on serious topics. You know what I mean? And I wanted to just tap in with everybody. And what's up, Chris? Want to tap in with everybody and just talk about some things, some issues that have been going on lately. And you know what I mean? Um, yeah, that I'll be down to talk about that in the future for sure. If I will know. I've made videos about that incident before. But today's topic is going to be not necessarily based on what happened to American Cholo and the no jumper situation in Taiga, but it plays a part. And, it was just certain things, certain points that I wanted to make about that whole situation and what that means for people like me and various other content creators out there or YouTubers, you know what I mean, who have channels and how things can be misconstrued and how when you have a voice it's more powerful than you think. And I just want to talk about those type of things and just kind of get everybody's, just for everybody can know, you know what I mean? And you guys can give me your, uh, your input on it. But yeah. But other than that, how's everybody doing, man? How was your weekend? You know, what's your plans for this weekend? Good to see people on here today. Hopefully, we get more people on. The channel finally monetized after all this time. You know what I mean? So, you guys want to help out the channel? Now you can do super chats. You could you could do the Cash App and any of those good things. You know what I mean? So help a brother out. You know, but yeah, man. So other than that, what's up with everybody? Throw it in the comments. Give me your 2 cents, philosopher. What's cracking? How's everybody been? What are topics you might want to they want to ban him to say the N word. We'll talk about a little bit about that as well. And what's up, Northbound? But yeah, my channel finally monetized. So finally, I got got a little revenue coming in from YouTube. After all these years, you know what I mean. It's happening. But anyway, I'm gonna get started in the subject pretty soon. I just wanted to kind of ease into it, say what's up to everybody. Press the like, share this video, let people know I'm live. You know what I mean? Donate to the channel if you be so kind. And let's get the subscriptions up, let's get the views up, you know. Press the bell, press the subscription, do what you gotta do, you feel me? But I'll get it eventually. I haven't got it yet. Probably in about a month. Building my brand, exactly. You know what I mean? And anybody who wants to donate, you know what I mean? Feel free to do so on the super chats. We get commission. I get commission. I'm the sole creator. But anyway, what's going on with everybody out there? I'm a little tired. My bad. My throat's really messed up from singing and then just tired. I've just been very very exhausted the last few days. I think today was hot. It was hot. It's hard to sleep. You know what I mean? Now. Oh, the one good thing I got my passport finally. Yeah, the new logo is pretty dope. Somebody made it for me. Somebody randomly sent it to me one day, bro, and I said, all right, I'll use it. The one Northbound did was dope too. What's up, Spinal? So yeah, man. Nah, Northbound, you make the other one. The one with the fist, right? That's the one you made. That one's dope too. And then Fat Tone's son is made the one with the Raider looking symbol. It's the Dulo. But anyway, let's get to the topic. You know what I mean? I just wanted to kind of, you know, just kind of say what's up to everybody and tap in with everybody before I get into the topic. But I'm probably going to talk for a little bit. You know me, I like to talk, you know. But but yeah, like I said, if anybody wants to help out the band, the brand, the channel, I got super chats now. You know, any little question you might have, I guess maybe I'll get into it. Any question, anything you want me to talk about, just put it in the super chat and help a brother out. You feel me? But anyway, so there's been all this controversy with uh with American Cholo and Kaiga and No Jumper, and this really isn't necessarily about that beef, but I'll talk about it a little bit because it kind of plays in part in what I wanted to talk about. Because I'm going to talk about different things. I'm not going to just talk about one subject. It's like several subjects that I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to probably eventually make some spills about the same subject for it to reach more people. But basically, if you haven't been around or listening, I guess there was this rapper. There's a rapper named Tyga from Southern California, LA, or somewhere out there. Um, Apparently, he's mixed or biracial. Uh, um, he's Vietnamese and Jamaican or something like that, and he made a video or a song called "Ay Caramba." Now, who really says "Ay Caramba"? Let me know in the comments if you're Mexican or Latino. If you, besides Bart Simpson and maybe like old, really old movies from Mexico, have you ever really heard the word "Ay Caramba"? I don't think I've ever even heard my mom or dad use that word. I think I heard it like in old songs, maybe. I remember Bart Simpson used to say "Ay caramba," but I'm assuming it's an old word that was maybe used back in the days. Um, I'm sure it was probably used at one point because I do remember hearing old songs uh, that say "caramba," but very old songs. You know what I mean? But I really don't. I can't remember my mom ever saying "Ay caramba" or "caramba." The only time I remember "caramba," there was a Salvadorian song my dad used to listen to, and it's like it was called "Caramba Doña Leonor." That was the only time I really ever heard the word "caramba," but it's not a very common word. I think maybe it's a very old. If it was ever used in Mexico or in Latin America, it's probably a very old word. You know what I mean? It's probably not used anymore. Like there's a lot of words that don't really get used as much anymore that are from the old days. That's what I assume it is, but I don't know. I never really heard no one say "Ay caramba," except Bart Simpson, really. But yeah, Tone Loc. That's Bart Simpson's the only person I really remember hearing it from. And so apparently, this guy Tyga, he made a song called "Ay Caramba," and he showed this music video, and the music video showed a lot of stereotypes, especially of Latinos. It showed a lot of things actually. It wasn't just stereotyping Latinos. Like it showed Cal Worthington Chevrolet, which is oh yeah, Oaklander. That's another double standard. But uh Cal Worthington Chevrolet, I don't know if you guys know who that was. It was an old commercial of some white dude who used to come out with animals and stuff. Cal Worthington Chevrolet. I remember seeing him when I was living out in Sacramento. I think he was from LA. And basically he made this song and several people said the song was stereotyping Latinos. It was putting Latinos in a bad light. It was showing a lot of negative stereotypes. Um, and one of the main people who called it out was the podcaster or YouTuber known as American Cholo. Now, Gil American Cholo, I like some of the stuff he does. I respect some of the stuff he does. I like that he speaks out, and he's not afraid to, and he doesn't apologize for it. But I'm not the huge fan of American Cholo for various reasons. There's certain things that don't click with me with him. Some of his views don't click with me. Just certain things. I don't want to get into that, but I'm not 100% a fan of his. But I respect what he does, and he says some pretty logical, smart things at times. And I'll give him credit. At least he's trying to change a little bit. But he comes off kind of different sometimes, weird to me sometimes. Definitely, I think he's biased to Cepeda. I would agree. He's a little arrogant, has a little bit of an ego. But I don't know him personally, so that's just my observation of him. I don't know because I don't know him. Now, if I kicked it with him and I got to know him, then I could probably tell you a better I could tell you better what I feel about him, but I could only tell you what I've seen. I've never talked to American Cholo. Very briefly, we talked. I called in his show one time, and we briefly talked in messages, but nothing like where I had a whole conversation with him. You know what I mean? It was never nothing like that. I will admit, back when I was starting to build up my channel again was around the time he started coming around. He started his channel when his channel was brand new. And I did reach out to him through comments and tried to get his attention. But, he never responded. So, it is what it is. You feel me? At the time, it was just like there weren't very, very many raza. There wasn't very much raza doing any podcast. So I reached out to him as another raza podcaster on here. You know what I mean? Just to see what's up. You know what I mean? At the time, but he never responded. So I never put much attention to it. I was like, whatever. But it is what it is. This isn't here nor there. So, he called out Market Chose come from AC still lives, 79's President Kelly. But anyway, he called out this Tyga guy for making this video. It became a big thing. Tyga came on Power 106, which is a radio station in LA. And he apologized with American Cholo for the video. And then the next day, I guess, Adam 22 show, or at least a show No Jumper, put out a video saying, showing Gil using the N-word and saying the word that rhymes with raccoon to describe a guy named Tariq Nasheed. Now, Tariq Nasheed, I know who he is. I've heard of him before. He's like a black supremacist. He thinks he's a pimp, I guess. I don't know what he is. He's all over the place. But he says a lot of racist and a lot of prejudicial things against Latinos, against Native Americans, against white people. But, you know what I mean? He lives in like a rich neighborhood. He's married to a white lady and he has a half-white kid, but the white people are the devil and screw white people and black people are superior to everybody. And you go listen to him and you give your own, I think the dude's personally what we call in Spanish, estafador, a tranza, you know what I mean? A guy who speaks a good one, who manipulates and fools people that follow that type of logic. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people that do follow that type of logic, and there's a double standard in this country because if you're Latino and you say something, you're all bad. But if you're African American and you say all these prejudicial racist things, you're not allowed to be called out You know what I mean? You're not allowed to say anything. You know what I mean? You got to shut your mouth, basically. You know. And American Cholo, I guess, got into it with Tariq Nasheed a long time ago. And Tariq Nasheed called American Cholo a Mexican. So American Cholo responded with calling him a ghetto raccoon. You know what I mean? So that's where it happened. I don't know too much about the N word stuff with the ER at the end, but that's basically the gist of it. Taken out of context, trying to assassinate his character, trying to slander him, trying to make him out to look racist. Now, I don't know if American Cholo is racist or not. I don't know him personally, bro. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know his background. The only thing I really know is he's from North Hollywood. But I guess he has some push because when he went on American, so basically, No Jumper put out this video, but I think Tariq had originally put out the video. No Jumper just shared it, and basically they tried to slander American Cholo's name, and American Cholo ended up going with hella people, hella homies, I guess hella homies from LA to No Jumper with the dude named Bozo. He was a rapper. I don't know too much about that dude, and what's his name wasn't there. Este, uh, Adam wasn't there, and but that other dude, I think his name's AD, and that dude Duno, some Mexican dude who's on that show. I don't know too much about him, and they all had a conversation. It seemed like everything was cool, and they took down the post. But I think there's a double standard because it seemed like Adam 22 in another interview was making excuses for Tariq Nasheed's racism, and he was trying to still kind of look at American Cholo in a negative light. So there's a double standard, and basically you got to watch out with a lot of these white content creators who claim they're on the side of people of color. They're not. You know what I mean? The Vlags, the Adam 22s of this world, they're not on our side. They're not on the black side either. They just fool them to believe they're on their side. You know what I mean? And they laugh at us and mock us, and make money off our misery. And I'm glad American Cholo and that dude Bozo called it out for what it was because no one else has the strength to do so. You know what I mean? Um, but that was a serious thing because that could have created because of some white boy who controls a very powerful uh, YouTube platform. It could have created a racial divide, at least in Los Angeles, where the association between black and brown probably hasn't been the best because of you know prison politics and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Unlike the Bay Area, where there is some divisions, but it's not nowhere like say in LA or some parts of Southern California. So that's a dangerous waters to be treading. You feel me? Because there's people out there who think with emotions. They don't think with their mind, and they go by emotions, and that could trigger some bad things that happen out in the streets in real time. And maybe Adam 22 thinks he's invincible. I don't know. I don't know him personally. You know what I mean? But had some drama happen out there where American Cholo would have been hurt or something, it probably wouldn't have been good for him or his group. You know, and I don't really think he cares about his employees to put them in that kind of danger over views and money. So yeah, sometimes you got to be careful with who supposedly is your friend or who supposedly is looking out for you because uh they're not always out for you, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, he doesn't care. You know what I mean? He doesn't care. We already know where it comes from. So yeah, man. Once again, on here, tapping in with you guys. You know, the channel's monetized now, which is good. be sure to donate to Jose if you want to give any super checks on there. You know what I mean? Something you might want me to read, but you know, help a brother out, bro. Before you go help out Adam 22 and platforms like Vlad, help a small platforms like mine. That's it. Look at it that way, man. He's smashing on P stars his wife from OnlyFans. Down here starts at a young age if you're into gangbanging. Not so much now, but 2000s. Yeah, and most of that is old politics. I don't. I'm not from Southern California, so I have no idea what it's like out there. I could not tell you. You know, because I'm not from there. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You know, but from what I'm told, you know what I mean. At least in the past, the politics between black and brown wasn't that good. And to keep it fair, in the Bay Area too, even cities like Oakland, San Francisco, yeah, there were times when black and brown would fight or get into it for sure. Riots would happen at schools; it was well known. But it wasn't like it would happen and it would just die off. You know what I mean? Both sides would kind of agree to stop funking. You know what I mean? And kind of usually it was resolved that way. You know, it wasn't. I don't remember too many. Maybe there were some that I don't know about, but I don't remember too many racial wars that went on out here like that. You feel me? But the thing I wanted to say, you know, um, these platforms. I realized something about this. And what I learned from all this drama with American Cholo, um, and what's his name? No Jumper, and whoever Vlad, whether it be Vlad, whether it be me, whether it be Gunner, whether it be you know comics perspective, Rojo or Dubs or any of us who are, whether we're Chicanos, Black, Raza, or whatnot. You know, a lot. The thing I learned is that we have our platforms are more powerful than we think. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is that we have a voice on here, and we're very opinionated. Something not everybody else is willing to be. It's not easy to be opinionated and to put your opinion out there. And that's basically all I do is I put my opinion. Usually I try to be unbiased. Sometimes I am, but basically we have powerful platforms, and what we say and do a lot of times could get us in trouble or other people in trouble or start dramas or beefs out there. And we got to be aware of what we say, what we do, what we put out there. And I say we because I'm part of this world too, whether I like it or not. And I could easily put some false information out there and people will run with it. You know what I mean? Easily. And that's why when I talk about any subject, I always say this is public information. Uh, this comes from this source. Sometimes I'll even leave a link to the source. You know what I mean? And there's a reason why I've never really started any YouTube beef, with the exception of one little minor beef we had on here a while back. But I've never started any YouTube beef with anybody. You know what I mean? I've never went after anybody. If you ever notice, no one really talks bad about me. Rarely, you know what I mean? Maybe some people might joke around about me, but but um but I've never started beefs because I know there's real world consequences out there. You know what I mean? I know that any little beef, any little false information I put there can affect me, can affect other people. It could hurt me or hurt other people, and that's not something I want to do. That's not something I'm interested in, and I'm not a clout chaser. I'm not, But I've noticed that we, as YouTube creators, we have a responsibility of what we put out there. Definitely, we're the voices of a lot of things. You know what I mean? I'm a voice of a lot of things. I'm pretty sure I've spoken on things that that maybe you never knew about, that maybe you weren't aware of, maybe you weren't educated on, and now you know. You know what I mean? I've spoken on many things. We have a voice, but it's always drowned out. Northbound says that's true, and that's another point that I wanted to make. Now, I would say one thing that's good for the Chicano and the Raza and the Calimac, as American Cholo says, is that we have YouTube, because it's not a secret that the media, for the most part, keeps us out. You know what I mean? For the most part, we're not on movies, we're not on TV shows, we're not on What's Up, Cardenas, we're not on the media. Period. You know what I mean? So we're not. Our voices are rarely out there. And let's face it, there hasn't been a mass movement in the United States since the 60s, 70s, and early 80s, with the Chicano movement. There hasn't been really any mass movements that much, you know, since those times. And oh yeah, that's a good one. If we're in movies, they have other races play us, definitely. So these YouTube platforms, they're definitely a good thing for our people, whether it be me, whether it be American Cholo, whether it be whoever. You know what I mean? Because where else are you gonna get Chicanos like me, or Chicanos like, say, Gunner, or say American Cholo, or say Dubs, or say King Mexico, or anybody out there that does content? Where else does it give us? Where else are we gonna have a voice? You know what I mean? If YouTube didn't exist, American Cholo would be irrelevant. Let's face it, that's reality. No one would be talking about American Cholo if YouTube didn't exist. If YouTube and all this didn't exist, the radio wouldn't even touch American Cholo. But at the same time, someone like Adam 22 or Vlad wouldn't really exist either. Maybe they'd be like DJs at some club playing music or something. But they wouldn't have a big platform like this unless they were doing radio or something. And let's face it, the hip hop radio stations never really gave us a voice that much. Maybe a little bit, but not that much. So YouTube has been a pretty good thing for the raza. They haven't censored us that much yet. We have a voice out here. And, someone like American Cholo is relevant because of YouTube. And that's a reality, whether you want to accept it or not. Welcome to the 21st century. You know what I mean? It's a different world. And we as Chicano YouTubers, we have a big responsibility. Not only to speak out about things and point out things that are affecting our people, but we have a responsibility to be responsible and not start dramas with other razas or our own raza, because we've been doing that for too long. And definitely we need more positivity. We need our raza to stop being JCats, to stop thinking about drugs and alcohol all the time. You know what I mean? And to start really being productive and doing something. I try, man. It's not easy, but I try. You know. And I think someone in the comments said, "What have I ever done for Raza?" Well, what have you ever done for Raza? I'll ask you. I've done a lot. I put my neck on the line out there. You know what I mean? I don't have to show you receipts. I know what I've done. Now show me what you've done. You know. But and when I mean I put my neck on the line, I put my neck on the line for reals. You guys just don't know because you don't know my backstory. You know what I mean? I was pretty well known out there, bro, even in political circles. But anyway, um, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. That us as Rasa, I can't remember. Somebody said in the comments, I can't remember who said it. They said, "What have I ever done for Rasa?" I've done a lot. Not only was I the first Chicano YouTuber, uh, the first one who ever did it before any of these guys exist is um, I worked in the community. I worked with organizations. What's up, EJ? Um, I've been in political marches. I've organized political marches. I've been in discussions with black and brown solidarity groups. I haven't done that more recently, but definitely I've done work in the community. And I don't have to prove it. I know what I've done. What's up, El Compa? Watch the wants us down, then you got Rasa, bring Rasa down more. Well, yeah, because we as Rasa, we've been colonized for many years. And we've been taught to hate each other. And you're from the Johnny Depp East Oakland? But anyway, I thought you were from South Oakland, compa. but but nah, jokes aside, we just have a big responsibility, and as Chicano YouTubers, and you know, that's just how it goes. But yeah, YouTube I think is a good way to get our voice out there, to get our people talking, to get our, like I said, once again, just use American Cholo as a perfect example. He wouldn't be relevant was there no YouTube. Let's just keep it real. I probably wouldn't even be relevant if there wasn't no YouTube in any way, shape, or form. But I do this, because I love my people, man. And I want to see my people raise up for reals. And I'm not even making that up. I'm tired of the crabs in the bucket mentality that our community tends to have, bro. But, that's why I try to uplift Rasa YouTubers, even if I don't agree with them. If they're doing something good, I'll swallow my pride and be like, you know what? You're doing something good. I'm totally down with what you're doing, And that's really all I have to really say about that. But, I just think that we have a responsibility as YouTube content creators to send out the right message, man, and not glorify jail, not glorify hating, not glorify simping, not glorify gangbanging, not glorify the destruction that all of us went through. I don't want my fucking nephews and nieces to go through what I went through. I don't. I don't want them to live that life. When I see my nephew is a little bit more nerdy than me, and he can go outside without having to watch his back and being nervous, bro, that makes me happy, bro. It makes me almost want to cry because I'm like, Jesus, I wish I had it good like that when I was a kid, man. But I'm glad that they don't have to go through what I went through. You know what I mean? Or a lot of us went through growing up. And that they're not going down that path. Because I slowly was going down that path myself. And another thing, the last point I want to do is like, when it comes to YouTube, I don't care if you're a norteño. I don't care if you're a sureño. I don't care if you're a border brother. I don't care if you're a nerd. I don't care if you're a college student. I don't care if you're just a regular dude like me who's trying to survive. I don't care what prison you went to. I don't care if you were in the feds. I don't care if you were in state. I really don't give a fuck what you went through. The only thing I care about, if you're Rasa and you're putting a good message out there, I will support you. Big time. And that's period. You know what I mean? I always go number one for the Rasa first, bro, when it comes to YouTube. And then I try to support others, blacks, whites, if they're doing a good thing. You feel me? But if you notice, I've never been like, oh, you're a Sureño, I don't want to talk to you. Oh, you're a Norteño, I don't want to talk to you. Oh, you're a nerd, I don't want to know. I've had nerdy dudes on my show before. I've had gangbangers on my show before. Yeah, I've had regular people on my show before. I don't discriminate, man. Because I just want to see our people uplift each other, man. That's it, man. I want to see the future Rasa not have to worry about the garbage that we had to worry about, And And yeah, man, that's it, bro. Just all I can really say is uh, support Rasa YouTubers, man. Stop being biased just because they're from LA or from the Central Valley or from New York or from Chicago or from Atlanta or Texas. Oh, I can't see that fool. That fool ain't from where I'm from. You know what I mean? Stop thinking like that, bro. Listen to what he's actually saying. And if he's saying garbage, then yeah, screw that guy. But if he's saying good, just listen. Support the man. Cause I know bro. Don't lie to me, bro. I know a lot of you guys out there are quick to support a no jumper or a Vlad or someone like that, bro. But when it comes to someone like a Jay the Wanderer or a Dubs or a whatever, it's like, oh, screw him. He used to be a Sureño. Screw him. He's from Oakland. He's a Norteño. You know what I mean? Nah. We gotta stop thinking. We gotta stop thinking that way as a people. And I'm talking about YouTube because this is the only voice we have right now. Think about that, man. For real. This is the only voice we have right now. And this is what's going to get us up on the top. That's what I really believe. You feel me? So sometimes before I help race, not trying to sound selfish, but if we can't help our rasa, exactly. I agree. If you notice, bro, I support rasa YouTubers before I support anybody else, bro. You know what I mean? If you see me shout out a channel, most likely they'll be Rasa or Rasa related somehow. You know what I mean? So that's who you're gonna see me shout out first. Does it mean I don't show love to the brothers? Does it mean I won't show love to a white channel, a black channel, a Asian channel? If they have a good message or they just at least are bringing something cool, I'll support you, man. I don't care what race you are, but I'm gonna support my people first, and that's just how it is. And if you don't like it, tough. You could have subscribed and go watch No Jumper, I guess. You know what I mean? That's it. That's it. You know. And I've been doing this for a long time. You know, and I like doing this. I like talking to my people. You know. Exactly, Northbound. That's a reason why I took off that petty ass argument that happened on here a long time ago because it was a stupid point. You know what I mean? I don't make fun of people that went to college or they did good. You know what I mean? You know, especially if they're Rasa, bro, and they're trying to come up. Why am I gonna hate on them, bro? I went to college to better myself. And even though I didn't finish college, it actually helped me on my resume. That's why I make an okay living. You know what I mean? Oh, what's up, Joanna? Been a long time since I've seen you on here. How you been? You know, I went to college for 3 years, and even that little time in college helped me. That's why I was getting okay jobs because I would put it on my resume, and they'd be like, "Oh, he's college educated." Okay, you know, yeah, we gotta help each other, man. My brocha, you believe it or not, bro, I was tripping off something. I was looking at a picture of me when I was young, and I didn't have facial hair. I was a late bloomer. I didn't have facial hair until I was like 21, 22. And now it grows out. But I don't know. I've been going with the clean shaven look lately. I don't know why, bro. It just makes me look younger a little bit. I mean, I got gray hair when I have a brocha. I look hella old, so I don't know. You know, but but yeah, man, I'll grow it out. Usually, I grow out my brocha when it gets colder, when the weather's colder. It's been hot, so I don't know. I just baby face. But yeah, man. Oh, and this is the last point I wanted to make. Um, what's up, real one? Um, this is the last point I want to make. Yeah, I read many books too. Mexicans and Latinos in this country, in many ways, we share one similarity with the Asian community to some degree. Um, we've always been the communities that are known as being quiet, that we don't talk. We put our heads down, bow down. Si, senor, please give me my paycheck. I'll cut your lawn and I'll drink a beer. As long as I can buy a beer, I'll cut your lawn. We've been known as that person. And I can tell you right now, I'm never going to be that person. You could put a fucking bullet in my head before I'm that person. You know what I mean? Never will I be that person. And never will you make me that person. You know what I mean? And 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 we've been for too long silent. You know, we don't speak up. Now, the first generation that really started speaking up was called the Mexican American generation in the generation after the 1940s, which was the World War II generation. They were the first. And then obviously the Chicano movement generation was another one that started speaking up. Another one country just saying, seeing that there are different countries. I'll bring it, but anyway, back to what I was saying. The Chicano movement generation was the other generation that wasn't afraid to speak out. But it seems like somewhere in the 80s and 90s and even early 2000s, the drugs, the gangbanging, and the misery in our community made us the silent people again. And not just that, the influx of immigration, of immigrants from Mexico and Latin America into the country made a lot of people, how can I say? I don't want to, how can I want to say? A lot of them were undocumented. Not all, but a lot of them were. And they were afraid to speak out. I think in the 80s and 90s, there were a lot of Chicanos, but I think there was a huge influx of people from Mexico, El Salvador, Colombia, Guatemala, Nicaragua, Peru, and so forth. And I think, unfortunately, because of a lot of those folks' immigrant status, they were afraid to speak out. So kind of the new Chicanos who came from them, which was a lot of us, we were afraid to speak out to some degree. You know what I mean? But me, I ain't gonna lie. You know who taught me to speak out? The black community and the Jewish community. You know what I mean? Those are the two communities that I learned from. No lie. And the Chicano movement community as well. But those three are what I learned from. And that's what made me vocal, because I noticed the black community don't play. Let's keep it real. I don't care how you feel about the black community. They do not play. If you speak about them, they will put you on blast. Let's talk about the Jewish community. They are no different. I think they take it a little bit step further than the black community. When you say something bad about the Jewish community, or you're pro like Hitler, or you're against the Holocaust or whatever, they will hit you where it hurts. They will hit you where it hurts. In your pocketbooks, they will cancel the hell out of you. You feel me? And that's who I learned from. And in the Chicano movement community in the 60s, they were the same thing. They weren't playing. They were learning from the Black Panthers. They were learning from Martin Luther King. They were learning from the Mexican Revolution. And they weren't afraid to speak out. But I think when that generation kind of died off, something happened in our community. I think it was the influx of immigrants that came in. And I'm not blaming them, because my parents were part of that influx. But I think there was this kind of quietness that came. They're going to deport us if we speak. We're going to bring attentions. You know what I mean? But I'm not speaking bad about the Jewish community, Richard Godinez. I have a lot of Jewish friends. Believe it or not, half of my band is Jewish. If you want to believe that. I have nothing against Jewish people. I am saying I have learned a lot from them and their groups like the ADL. I've learned from those groups. Not making fun of them, not saying I dislike them. I'm not saying nothing bad about them. I have nothing against Jewish people. I look at them like any other people. There's good people and there's bad people. Just like there's raza. There's good raza and there's messed up raza. There's good black people, there's messed up white black people. There's good white people and there's messed up white people. I have some white friends that are some of the downest people I've ever met. So I don't have anything against any community. You know what I mean? But but you know, I learned a lot from those communities. But I think us, the children of that silent community, and I think American Cholo touched on this one time. He said that we don't have nothing to worry about. You know what I mean? Because we're not undocumented. We don't have to fear that they're going to deport us or nothing like that. You know what I mean? The only thing we have to fear is that they'll try to cancel us or put the FBI on us or something like that. But I think the vocal Mexicano or Chicano that's not afraid to be, or even Latino, that's not afraid to be the "Sí, señor, I tip my hat to you," you know. I think I think the Chicano or the Latino or the Mexicano that speaks out is gonna intimidate a lot of people because they're not used to us speaking out. So it's gonna intimidate people. And there's proof of it with American Cholo, bro. Whether I don't give a shit how you feel about American Cholo, him bringing Tiger to the table and making them apologize scared the hell out of a lot of people. Let's keep it real, bro. It tripped a lot of people out because they never thought today they would see someone apologizing to some immigrant Mexican or he's Honduran, but you know what I mean. They don't know that. They just, oh, he's Mexican. You know how the world is. I don't have to explain it to you. But but they're gonna be afraid of the vocal Mexican, bro. And sometimes we gotta make people uncomfortable. We gotta say what we gotta say when people are attacking us or doing us wrong, even if it makes people uncomfortable. You know, and those who get uncomfortable are obviously not our friends. That's the way I look at it. You know, and same thing when the black community speaks out or the Jewish community speaks out or the gay community speaks out. If they're speaking out for an injustice, I don't have nothing wrong with a problem with that. Let them speak out. If someone's doing something bad to them, you know what I mean? Any community, you know, there shouldn't be a problem with that. For one thing, we shouldn't be playing the oppression Olympics, which unfortunately is something a lot of people play. The victim Olympics. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm more oppressed than you. That's not good. You know, Latinos got the most part in America. You think about what Latinos and food. Yeah, Latinos hold a lot of Latinos hold a lot of power. We hold a lot of financial power. All right. Yeah. All right. But Latinos, we hold a lot of political power. We hold a lot of financial power. We support a lot of black artists. A lot. Let's keep it real. We listen to oldies. What are oldies? Black R&B music. We listen to rap. What is hip hop? What is that? Black and I even say Jamaican music because it has roots in Jamaica, which is something nobody wants to talk about. We support jazz and swing and a lot of old school musics that came from the black community, and hey, that's dope. We support a lot of it, but at the same time, we have the power to not support a lot of those musical styles, and I guarantee you they would hurt in their pockets. They would see the difference. I want to say, I could be wrong, but I think I've seen Black C one time said from RBL Posse. I think I heard him on Big Tones podcast. I want to say it was him on his podcast. I think he said that some of his biggest supporters are Raza. And he says that his biggest concerts are in cities where there's majority Raza. He said that when he said that. That's because we support a lot of people. We support a lot of black artists because we like black music, because it's in us. Bet you weren't expecting me to say that. There is black ancestry in Latin America, even in Mexico. Look at our own music: cumbia, salsa, rumba. You know what I mean? Um, punta. All the rhythms from the Caribbean, son jarocho. All that came from Africans and from indigenous people. The African drum, which is in Mexico, is called, in Mexico and different countries called the conga, or in Colombia they call it tambor alegre, or in Central America they call it tambor garifuna. You know, we have black ancestry in us. That's the thing. That's why they call us mestizos. A lot of people think that mestizo only means you're Spanish and Native American indigenous, but a lot of mestizos were Afro mestizo too. They had the lineage of the slaves that were brought to Latin America. You know, and that's a fact. You can't deny that. Go read your history. You know, that's what Jose Vasconcelos in Mexico, even though he was himself suspect of being a racist, he said it. We're like raza cosmica because we're mixed with a little bit of everything. We're Spanish, we're indigenous, we're African. So, you know, I mean, look at me. A lot of people say my nose. I've had black people say my nose looks like it could be from an African country or something. I've had a couple people tell me that. Some of my facial features. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe I do have some African ancestry in me. Yeah, I've seen a couple of documentaries about the slave trade in Mexico myself, and about the slave trade in Colombia and in Cuba. But there were also escaped slaves too. That came from the United States into Mexico. You know. So yeah, man, that's shortcuts. I don't know if he's still on here. He'll tell you. I love the African drum, bro. Any beat, any song with a beat, I love that shit. You know what I mean? Even though I'm not quote unquote black, but who knows? My ancestry might carry that lineage in it. Yeah, I'll probably take a DNA test one day. Patty Cake 9, Oakland. I never seen you before. How you doing? Where are you from in the town? But yeah, man. So if anyone who wants to donate any super chats, man, just donate. Help a brother out. Help out Oakland Latinos United, man. I've been doing this for a long time. You feel me? Help it out. You know what I mean? Or if you want to donate to the either that, or you want to donate to the Cash App, help a brother out. Help my content. I want to bring you guys more content. Bring you guys more things like this. You feel me? Help a brother out. Help out your local Chicano Raza YouTuber. We're hurting out here. You feel me? Don't be afraid to help me out, man. You know? Who else is gonna bring you content like this? No Jumper isn't. Vlad certainly isn't. You know? But I'm just speaking facts. And that's it. So leave it in the I can't do an open forum today because there's people sleeping right now, and then there's a baby that lives in the house now, so I can't be that loud at night anymore like I used to be. So unfortunately I can't have an open forum, but leave it in the comments. You know what I mean? Leave it in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about tonight's live with Jay. Please donate to the channel. Any little thing, help a brother out. That's why my channel is monetized now. You know, Flacco. What about Flacco? Flacco's doing his thing. That's true, real one. I mean, we have some organizations, but we don't have any organizations that really push, bro, like the NAACP. You know, there are a few like LULAC and uh, National Concilio de la Raza, I think it's called, but we don't have anything like in the '60s. Like we had Brown Berets, we had La Raza Unida Party, we had the United Farm Workers. We don't have nothing big like that anymore, unfortunately. You feel me? And we definitely need those groups. You know, you are the CEO, director, host, and guest of your channel. They got agendas. They force push. Yeah, man. We definitely need a group like that again. Yeah, man. We don't have groups like that anymore. We definitely need one. Maybe through YouTube it'll be created. You know. Yeah, I heard about that too, about the March in Sacramento. I'm not too familiar with what that's about. Um, but definitely there was something. I didn't find any that were active today. Like but I don't know. I think a lot of the groups that are out there, they become too PC, bro. They're afraid to call out the BS, without offending anybody. It's like it's not about offending people. It's about respect, and that's what I don't care what anyone says. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Respect, you know. That's true. Northbound Rasa do have the power to do stuff. You know what I mean? And we're stuck in a vicious cycle, And we got haters that want to silence us. And there's what this whole thing that's happened is proof of that, bro. It's proof of it right in your face, you know. And exactly, hit the likes, donate to the channel, leave me a super chat, you know, donate to the Cash App, share the channel, subscribe, hit the bell, the notification, let people know. Help a brother out, you know what I mean? I agree, definitely one. It's sad and ridiculous that when Latinos get treated unfair, nobody wants to step up. Exactly, exactly. And I'm tired of this division, of this. Oh, thanks, Leonor. Thanks a lot for that. Joanna Leonor, gracias, for reals. You know what I mean? But um, but yeah, it's just like we need to stop the crabs in the bucket mentality. Unfortunately, we for too long have been at each other's throats over nonsense, you know, and it's just sad, you know. I just want to see more positive Rasa. I don't want to see Rasa come up, you know. You know what? When I die, this is what I want to see when I die. When I die, I want to see hella Rasa living in the Oakland Hills. When I die, that's what I want to see. Even if I don't live in that motherfucker, I want to see hella of our people make it living in the Oakland Hills. You feel me? For sure, Joanna. Come check us out. You'll like it. We play pretty good music. Yeah, man. Anyone new, watch and share this live stream. For sure, brother. Gracias, Richard. You know, and it's just that's the reality, bro. You know, We just got to come up. And that's why I do this, man. That's why I started this as a Chicano perspective from Oakland, California, because it seemed like our perspective was never talked about in Oakland or in the Bay Area. So that was one of the reasons I started this channel, you know. Really, that was the only reason I started this channel, you know. And I'm still sticking to that to this day. You know, I haven't changed it. I haven't gone any different direction. It's still about my people. And I'm still giving you a Chicano, Raza, Latino perspective of Oakland, the Bay Area. Because who's going to tell it better? Someone who's not from here or me who's lived here all my life, you know? And hopefully there'll be more Chicanos that do, what's up, Lucky Local, who come out of the Bay Area doing podcasts. If you know a Chicano YouTuber from the Bay that I don't know about, leave it in the comments. I'll check them out for real. I hope, yeah, I think it'll change real one. I think it's already changing a little bit. You feel me? Yeah, Bay Area living. I was probably the only dude out here. You feel me? Back in those days, you know. Now there's a lot of Chicano YouTubers, which is good. You know. The only thing is, it seems like a lot of Chicano YouTubers are ex-cons or ex-gang members, and hey, they deserve their opinions out there. But I think we need more Raza like me that are more on an intellectual level, or maybe on a financial level, or maybe on a just a regular everyday level. You know, that doesn't have to do with the streets or the hoods or anything like that. Because I could give you all, because I've been through it all. I've been to college, I've been in the hood, I've been in gang fights, I've been in sideshows, you know, I've been in hella stupid shit in my life and good things as well, you know. So I could give you a little perspective of all of it, you know. But yeah, so what's going on with everybody? I'm probably gonna get off soon. So so leave it. I don't think that will ever happen. Place for Cardinal families. More done. You think people are really gonna hear us through YouTube channels? Yeah, compete with Cardinal. I think so, bro. I think there's people right now that are maybe gonna try to. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe there's people that are not that are gonna try to ignore us or try to make it feel like we're irrelevant or cancel us. But nah, we got a lot of people on here now. We got a pretty good voice. Who knows? Maybe you'll inspire a young Chicano to do what you're doing and bring awareness. I hope so, bro. You know, Sinaloa, what's going on? Sinaloa's Mio, how you doing? You know, but yeah, man, it's like I'm not out here to be a leader or anything like that. I'm just, you know, I'm just giving my opinion, like I said, and that's just how I feel, you know. And let's meet up in South Oakland and do a Rasa March. But it's like, gracias, Sinaloa, for sure. Tell people to subscribe, to press the like. You feel me? All that good stuff. Who's ignoring? Um, but you know, I'm not. I don't want to be a leader of anything. I don't want to make no movement. I'm I'm just giving my opinion. You feel me? And that's it. I got my own problems to deal with. You feel me? But you know, I try to keep it positive. Sometimes it may go south, but you know, it is what it is. You feel me? But like I said, just because I said I want to give a platform to our people or I put my people first doesn't mean that I'm against anyone or I'm, you know, against whites or blacks or Asians or Jewish people. No, I'm not against anybody. If anything, if there is a good black platform out there or a good white platform or a good Jewish platform or Asian or whatever, you know what I mean? If they're good and they're talking good things, definitely I'll subscribe and listen to their channel. You know what I mean? The ones that inspired me to do this were black YouTubers, because at the time that's all there was. There weren't no Chicano YouTubers back then. You know what I mean? And I would watch these black YouTubers who would talk about things about their community, and that inspired me. Like, wow, is anyone doing something like this for our community? And at the time, um, um, unfortunately, there wasn't how can I say, there wasn't nobody out there, and that's why I started doing this, because I felt there was no Chicano representation at the time. You know, for Raza, there wasn't any really. You know, and that's it. That's why I did it. I can't tell you that I was the first Chicano on YouTube or first Latino Raza on YouTube. I don't want to take that title. You know what I mean? But I was definitely one of the first, one of the pioneers. I'm against those who are trying to take us down our neighborhood and make a profit. Oh yeah, 510 Oakland, me too. You know, I'm against any BS artist. But yeah, man. So once again, press that like button, press the bell, let people know about my channel, about my lives. If you want to donate to the super chat, feel free to do so. You know, and or if you have a super chat you want me to talk about, put it down there. You know, but I'm probably gonna get off in a little bit. Just want to tap in with you guys. Oh, gracias, Sinaloa's mío. Wow, that's love right there. Gracias. Gracias, for reals. Puro Sinaloa. Arriba Sinaloa, cabrones. you know, but La Tierra La Banda. But yeah, man. But yeah, man, even if you donate $2, anything will help me out, bro. You know, I make this content and, 30 more minutes making big bucks. But Sinaloa in the casa. Hey, Sinaloa es mío. Have you ever been to the Carnival in Sinaloa and in Mazatlan? I always wanted to check it out. I heard it's hella fun. I've never been to it, but I heard about it. I heard it's pretty. It gets lit. I'm just curious if you ever been to it. The Carnival in Sinaloa in Mazatlan. Because believe it or not, people think that Carnival is just a Brazil thing. You're wrong. They have carnivals in Mexico too. They have one in Mazatlan. They have one in Ensenada. They have one in Veracruz. The biggest one is in Veracruz. They have one in Chetumal, in Quintana Roo. You feel me? My buddy I've seen a lot of them taller than most. 5'11". I'm 5'11", bro. Yes, of course. Is it fun? Yeah, February. That's usually when Carnival is, in February. They have the Carnival in El Salvador too, where my dad's from. El Carnaval de San Miguel. Oh yeah, I got my passport. They tell ignorant to Charlatans to go back to their country. They are Native American. You are in stolen land. I know it's retarded, stupid. August 8th, downtown here is having an event. When I seen you, otra vez, Jose, buenas noches. All right, Joanna, gracias. Good night. Yeah, February is usually Carnival season all over the world. You know what I mean? Usually it's right after Lent. It's usually in all the countries, in Mexico, in Brazil, in Colombia, in Barranquilla, in Cuba, even Mardi Gras. People don't realize that Mardi Gras is a carnival, and it's around February too. The only countries that have carnival outside of February is in Nicaragua. They have El Carnaval de Mayo. In El Salvador, El Carnaval de San Miguel is in November. And in San Francisco and Oakland, the carnival is usually in May. So, yeah, man, we have carnival out here too. I play in it every year. Play a song. I don't want to get hit with a copyright thing. Which song, Sinaloa? Yeah, man. Hold on, real quick. I gotta send my friend a message. Anyway, Sin de colores. Hold on, I gotta get the thing. I can't really sing right now because my voice is very hoarse. De colores se visten los campos en la primavera. De colores son pajarillos que viven de afuera. De de colores el arco iris que vamos a lucir. Y por eso esos grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. There you go. I wanted pork chop. Who have seen our bloodline. Who's the best banda in Sinaloa? El Recodo, La Costeña, Los Recoditos, are they still around? Who's got some of this? You know, it's a trip though, because when I was young, banda wasn't really popular. It was popular more when I was a teenager, but when I was a kid, I don't really remember hearing banda. Then, like in the mid '90s, is when it started really getting popular. When the whole quebradita thing popped off. But before that, I don't remember anyone listening to banda. Like, I remember everyone was listening to like Marco Antonio Solis and Los Bookies and that kind of stuff. Banda El Recodo. Alessandro dicen que me andan buscando, que me quieren agarrar. I remember that song. Los Caminantes, Los Broncos. You know that song? How'd it go? Hold on, I'll tell you right now. That song by Bronco called "Que No Quede Huella." I always thought that was their song. You know what I mean? I always thought that was their song. Turns out it's a Colombian song. I had no idea that that song was from Colombia. The song by Bronco. That was that song called "Que No Quede Huella." I think that's the one. Que no quede huella. That one. I had no idea that that one was from originally from Colombia. I always thought it was a Mexican song by Bronco. Another one that was a Colombian song too was the one by Banda Secta, the one that went that Niña Fresa. I don't know if you guys that one ¿Qué es lo que quiere la niña? Niña Fresa, Niña Fresa. Que le den banana. No, no, que le den nena. Sí, sí. Que lo que quiere la nena. That song is originally a Colombian song too. Oh shoot. She gave me some more. Karin Leon, La Banda del Week. Let me see. I don't really want to put no music on here because I don't want to get a copyright hit. But I'll see. Let me see. Gracias for that super chat. Hold on, real quick. Right, I don't want to get hit by a copyright infringement. But but hey, thanks, bro, for the 50. Thanks to all everybody that donated today. You know what I mean? It means a lot. For sure, Henry out there from the 510. You know what I mean? He's from out here too. Mike T ran me of the video where white girls say they body black man, and he's talking abuse for crab sandwich. What the hell? Good lord. But yeah. My voice is all messed up, bro. Cause I've been singing. I was singing all weekend, bro. You know what I mean? You know what? I was studying this song real quick. It's a Colombian song called Ay Hombre by Jorge Celedon. If you guys want to look it up, very popular in Monterrey. I don't know if you guys ever heard it. Sinaloa. It goes, mi hermosa caña, no, mi hermoso cañahuate florido. Se pasa, dile que dejan fan fan. Por favor, envérsele el camino y que pise tus flores del andar. No quiere nada de mí, ni de mi adiós aceptar. Tantas veces le mentí que, que hoy me duele la verdad. Tuvo toda la razón para marcharse, lo sé. Como buen guajiro yo, me falta la pagaré. Ay, hombre, olvidada es posible. Ay, hombre, esto para mí es terrible. Ay, hombre, sin su amor yo no soy nada. Ay, hombre, qué vacío hay en el alma. Y yo comprobé que no puedo vivir sin ella. Nada está bien desde que a mi lado no esté. Ahora no soy el lloro. Si canto con mis penas, voy a perder después que te iba a ganar. Ay, hombre, ay, hombre. But yeah, I don't know if you guys like that song. But it's called Ay Hombre by Jorge Celedon. I actually want to play that song, bro, with my band. It's kind of a romantic love song, but you know the females they love the romantic love songs. You feel me? What's up, Brenda Love? ¿Cómo estás? By yourself in Mexican. But yeah, man, it's crazy because I don't really sing Mexican music. All the music I sing is from like Central and South America. But it's all good. Mexicans like that music too, though, especially like in the northern part of Mexico. What part of Sinaloa? Mazatlan, Los Mochis, El Recodo, Culiacan. I've been through Sinaloa a long time ago. I went through Mazatlan one time. Bello? Did Sonora Amiga sing Bello? No. Wasn't that Sonora Tropicana? Sonora and Amigas. Okay, Bello. That was, I don't remember how that one goes. I know the song, I just don't know how it goes. I don't want to sing it wrong. Japanese or French. That's Sonora Tropicana. Sing that song. Hold on real quick. Let me try to sing this one. I'll sing another Sonora Amiga one, not the Bayo one, because I don't know it that well. I know which song it is, but I don't know it. I know la otra noche que esperé bajo la lluvia 2 horas, 1000 horas, como un perro. Y cuando llegaste me dijiste loco, estás mojado, ya no te quiero, tan, tan, tan. Hace frío, estoy lejos de la casa. Hace tiempo que estoy sonando sobre la piedra. Yo me pregunto, ¿para qué sirven las guerras? Tengo una boca en el pantalón y vos estás tan fría como la nieve en el alrededor. Vos estás tan blanca que ya no sé qué hacer. La otra noche se llevé bajo la lluvia 2 horas, 1000 horas, como un perro. Y cuando me que dijiste que estoy loco, estás mojado, ya no te quiero. Well, son, now you got extra money for the barbecue. I love Colombian music, like everything from Colombia, from Peru, from Central America, from El Salvador, from Honduras, Nicaragua. I love music from those places, from Puerto Rico. You want okay? I'll put Bayo on here. Hold on, I can't sing it. I don't know it. I know what song it is. I just don't know the lyrics. I'll put a snippet of it. Oh, that's Sonora Tropicana by Venecia. He's from Medellin. I know that song. I knew what song it was. Charlie Style or Charlie Shaker. I'm not dancing. I'll bob my head to it. Yeah, I love Spanish. Oh, you know that. Mhm. Nah, you gotta go across these tunnels to see that. Hombre. Let me put the Colombian hat on. This is a Cumbia hat, the Colombian hat. Yes, Cumbia. Yeah, bro, that's another thing. Cumbia. People don't realize that cumbia came from African ancestry as well. The drum in cumbia is straight African, bro. You know what I mean? If you ever notice, cumbia has a similar rhythm to reggae. It has the same upbeat, the dun dun dun, like reggae does. Muy parecido. Smash the like, you know what I mean? Smash the money like. Donate the feria, you know. I got like my Colombian hat. This is straight from Colombia, from Barranquilla. Hey, I got my pass. I signed up for my passport today. I should get it in 3 weeks. I'm going to Colombia, and then after I go to Colombia, I'm going to go to El Salvador, and then hopefully I'll go to Mexico too. So that's my plan: Colombia, El Salvador to visit my family in El Salvador, and then Mexico. You feel me? What you guys want me to bring you back from Colombia? Don't say drugs. Uh, this one wasn't folded. This one was. I have two of them, and I didn't like how this one looked, so I folded it. It looked ugly straight, so I folded it. O estás en México. ¿Dónde? Tú estás en Sinaloa. No, it's not small. It's just they're weird the way they make them. Es hecho de una palma que se llama caña flecha. I got the sombrero too that's made out of the same material. You feel me? They call it sombrero volteado, but the this thing is made out of something called caña flecha. It's like a palm tree. Un buen culo. Good load. Dicen, mija, dicen que las de Sinaloa están bonitas. Es lo que me dicen a mí, no estoy seguro, pero es lo que he escuchado. Que las mujeres sinaloenses es algo bonito. Yo te puedo decir de mi experiencia, las mujeres de Medellín, Colombia, son lo mejor. Pero maybe si voy para Sinaloa, voy a ver unas viejas buenas ahí. Es lo que me dicen, que hay mujeres bonitas en Sinaloa, pero eso no lo sé, porque nomás he pasado por Sinaloa una vez. But yeah, man. Atención, hombres. O como dicen en Colombia, hay hombre, hay hombre. But yeah, man. But yeah, man, thanks for tapping in. Hey, much love to all the people that donated today. I really appreciate that, man. This is what's going to help my channel grow and help me bring more content out there. You know what I mean? Definitely, I'm going to start looking into editing videos and and I got to get an intro for my spills for sure. You know, have Adam 22. This hat's only like 20 bucks. In Colombia, this hat probably only cost like $5, bro. But because I got it exported, I had to pay $20 for it. Todas las mujeres son bellas. ¿Sabes qué estado de México me encantó? Fue el estado de Veracruz. Ahí es bonito. Sinaloa no conozco todavía, pero un día voy. Ojalá no me pase nada en Sinaloa, pero un día quiero ir a Sinaloa a conocer. Nah, this is the Colombian hat, bro. It's basically, hold on. It's basically a baseball hat version of this of the Colombian sombrero. See, it's made out of the same material. You know what I mean? Good Lord, Sinaloa, that's a little too much information. Presenta a las Gilbertonas a Sinaloa. So yeah, basically this hat is a baseball hat style version of the sombrero. So this is made out of something called caña flecha. Look, Sinaloa, I've done the same to a couple Colombian girls, but they weren't from Medellin. One was from Cincelejo and the other one was from somewhere. They were both from the coast, but they were living in Medellin. Oh yeah, I know about that about Adam for sure. I talked about that. Oh man, I honestly like this one a little bit more. I like the design on the other one, but I like this one more. This one looks like a old school pirate's hat kind of. It's the same thing. It's the same Colombian hat. Yeast can get away. You guys want me to bring you one of these sombreros back when I go to Colombia? I'll bring you one. I'm gonna. Yeah, I want to watch too. I'm just joking. Maybe who knows? Man. But hey, I'm about to get off soon. Probably like 5 more minutes, and I'm gonna get off. I'm glad you guys tapped in tonight, live with Jay. Haven't been on in a while like this, like a live with Jay, an official one. And thanks to Joanna, thanks you to Sinaloa's Meal, for the donations. Thanks to Henry, homie, for the 510, for the Bay, for showing love. Oh yeah, I know I'm cute. Thank you. I know I'm handsome. Capote, he was the time in Al Capone. Which one? This one or the Colombian sombrero? The baseball hat or the sombrero one? Este chula palabrita. Los de Sinaloa. Hey, Sinaloa's meal. I got a question. Do you guys like vallenato or cumbia out there in Sinaloa like they do in Monterrey? Because that's basically the music I play. I play vallenato from Colombia and cumbia from Colombia. You feel me? I was always because I know in Monterrey there's a huge vallenato and cumbia movement out there. I'm just curious if it's Sinaloa. You guys like that kind of music, or is it only banda that they mostly like? It's a trip. Monterrey, it's like Colombia now. The way that the music they play out there, it's crazy, bro. Celso Pina started that whole movement. They wear these kind of hats out there now. You know what I mean? All that stuff. I'm telling you, Colombian music is beautiful, bro. Academics? Nah, I ain't no academics. I ain't out here starting drama or nothing. Doesn't they do start dramas? But yeah, man, thank you guys for the super chats for sure. But yeah, man, hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's chat. You know what I mean? Hopefully you guys reflect on what I said tonight, why these platforms are important for us. You know what I mean? I really truly feel that they are important for our people. You know what I mean? To put our message out there, because face it, nobody else is gonna do that for us. You know what I mean? Nobody. You know, it's up to us to put our message out there. Pura banda, huh? Okay. Yeah, because I know in not too far from you, Monterrey and um in Monterrey and ¿cómo se llama? In the state next to Monterrey, Nuevo León, Coahuila, and kind of those surrounding areas, the cumbia and vallenato is huge out there, like huge. You know what I mean? It's crazy how huge it is out there. You would think you're in Colombia, bro. You know, and Monterrey is not that far from Sinaloa, but I guess maybe it hasn't. Uh, I guess it hasn't hit Sinaloa yet. But once it hits Sinaloa, you guys are gonna trade your tubas for accordions and Colombian sombreros, like they did in Monterrey. If you don't believe me, look up Monterrey Vallenato, and you'll find hella stuff about it. Like it's really big in Monterrey. You know, I used to think I was the only one that liked vallenato that was Mexican, bro. Until I started meeting people from Monterrey and and uh, and uh, and people even out here in the Bay that like it. So that's why we started doing it. Jay the Wanderer. Jay, oh Jay is my name, Jose. Because when I first started my channel many years ago, I went by the nickname Jay the Wanderer. So everyone's used to calling me Jay. So it's live, basically live with Jose. Jay El Wanduro. And those of you who know me, you know that I love to cruise around. No, not J Cat like a gato. Hell no. J Cat like a Jose. El gato más loco. I might wear this hat this weekend. Meow. The only thing I like cats, the reason I like having cats around is because when there's cats, rats and mice don't come around. Have you ever noticed that? For reals. We used to have a rat problem in my backyard, and there's some homeless cats living around here. And I haven't seen a rat around here in hella long. Hella long. You know what I mean? So that's one thing I do like about cats. That when there's cats, you will not see a mouse around anywhere. Yeah, we had rats in our backyard for a while, bro, and and our dogs chased them out first. But then when the cats came, but they would come at night when my dogs were in the backyard, and um, and then when the cats, those feral cats, started living around here, those rats they disappeared. You don't see them. I don't see them at all. I don't even see the rat droppings anymore like I used to see in the backyard. You know, because there's a family of feral cats that live outside. You know, and those cats they've been having hella kittens, bro. Sir Jose, Senor Jose, Joselito. On a good from today. The room is pretty cool. You know. All right, y'all. It's about that time. I gotta get off. You know what I mean? Um, that's right. Don Cachetón, el, el handsome Chicano de Oakland. Um, I'm gonna get off. Thank you to everybody who donated today. To Sinaloa's Meal, to Henry, to Joanna. I think Joanna's from Oakland though, but she lives, I think, in Hayward or San Andrew. Cachetón de Oakland, California. Pero but yeah, I'm gonna get off. Thanks to everybody, to Shortcuts, to Sinaloa's Meal for sure. Mucho respeto por dando una donación. You know, to Northbound, to JoJo AZ, to Oaklander 510, to Don Suave if he's on here looking. Um, to everybody else who was on here tonight, Spinal, and who else was on here? Uh, Esepeda, and all the other homies that were on here tonight. I'm about to get off, and I'm gonna get off, and I'm gonna talk to you guys later. My voice is really messed up. I actually gotta rest my voice. I'm going hoarse, but Sinaloa, what's your channel? Let them know. Leave a link right there for the channel. Your YouTube. Go subscribe to Sinaloa's Meals channel if you do have a channel. You feel me? I think you do have a channel. I think I've seen your channel before for sure. Somos la raza. Shoot the rats with a BB gun. That's a possibility. I don't like rats. Don't go too deep next time. What do you mean? Yeah, man. Be sure to subscribe to esta Sinaloa's Meals channel. Show her some love. Who was gonna throw me off? Was my live deep tonight or what? Post session. Post what? Hey, look! I turned my hat inside out. It looks hella ugly. I better be careful. I don't want to mess it up. What was a waste of StreamYard? You swear that was a waste of StreamYard? No, I can't do StreamYards right now. I couldn't do lives tonight because I just can't. Not right now. You know. I couldn't have a panel because we'd be real loud and everyone's asleep right now. You know. I'll do it again though. Next time. Hey, gracias again, Sinaloa's Meal. But hey, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna talk to you guys later and keep on the lookout. I'll be back. All right, y'all. Late.